You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
This is beautiful.
You can order them.
Hi.
I don't know if they just continue the large size or not. You used to be able to buy it 3 feet by as many feet as you wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
From where?
From here.
Oh, from me. Oh.
Are these using the embossing powder that you released last
Yes.
show?
Yes.
So pretty.
Yeah. And that's just
Gorgeous.
a combination of 3 colors.
I
So I
love
just mix that up, and then, but it's a really good brick color.
it. Is gorgeous. And the shimmer on this one? How did
That one is from the new mica sprays.
Sorry,
So I'll show you.
came in late. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll show you. I'll start with this one and show you.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm just going to take my archival ink. So archival inks are permanent waterproof ink. So if you try to mix water with these, it will not work. So anytime you want to do a technique with the archivals, you want to use rubbing alcohol. Anytime you do a technique with distress, use water. Okay, that's really the main thing you want to remember. Like if you stencil with archival ink and try to clean it with water, it will not come off. Cheap rubbing alcohol takes it off immediately.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so kind of want to remember that. So I'm going to take my leaf green, put that on my craft sheet, and I'll take garden patina. Put some of that on my craft sheet. Okay, and like I said, it's a technique, so I'm going to use rubbing alcohol. So that's what's in this little mister bottle here. I'll see all those little dots on there. I always take a palette knife and kind of mix those in so that they're not really prominent. Add a little bit more alcohol ink, and I'll just set my tag in here and pick up all that fluid. And it creates a really, really pretty background. You can always add more alcohol to it if you want, and then dry it. So you'll see as the alcohol burns off, it creates these layers. If you want drips, if you have enough fluid on there, you can hold it up and actually create drips in your background there. And you can see the fluid completely saturated the tag, but what you'll see when it's dry, all that fluid does not harm the tag because I use alcohol, not water. So if I would have set this in that much water and just let it sit there, that tag would have been all pilled and bubbly and probably in the trash, where now it's a really nice surface to work on. So that's it, nice and smooth and flat. So if I want to add some bling to this, let's clean up my mess here. So I have several different options. If I wanted to just blast the whole thing and have pearl all over everything, or have bling all over everything, this is what you would get. So this is actually the buttercup, mica spray. So you can see it has a huge amount of bling in it, and it's gorgeous on any color. So another way to use the mist is with the background stamp. So I'll just take my background stamp and put it on a grid block. And then I'm going to take my mist. I'm going to shake it up. You always want to shake it because the pigment settles at the bottom of the container. Even if I've been demoing and I used it like 10 minutes ago, I'll still go ahead and shake it up because the pigment settles really fairly quickly on here. So another way to use this then, you can mist this right onto your craft sheet. And then I'll stamp into this, and you want to just stamp one time. If you keep stamping, you pick up way too much fluid. And now if I stamp over here, I have a controlled amount of bling, and it's going to create this pattern on my background. So you have the option to mist the entire tag, and you'll have bling everywhere, or you can have a pattern. And when it dries, that's what it's going to look like then.
That's cool.
It's really cool. So you have a blingy pattern. So several different ways to do it. On one of my samples too, you can see you can also take this and paint in an image. So if I would use the detail water brush, you can just, like if I wanted to add some bling to this little thing here, you can just pick this up and then paint right over whatever you want to paint. And that adds, you know, another controlled amount of bling, and you get it exactly where you want it. Sometimes you just want one little accent, and that's the perfect way to do it. And I like the water brush because it's just, these bristles never wear out. They're just awesome. And the nice thing about the mist, then, the thing that makes them unique is that the binder is built right in, so that is going to stay on there. That bling is not going to rub off, so you're not going to be wearing it. So pretty cool, huh?
What colors do the mists come in?
Each designer has a package of 3, so we have 12 different colors.
Oh, cool.
So mine are so I have pearl, and that's what the pearl looks like on black. This is what the pearl looks like on white. This is cornflower blue on black and on white. And then this is the buttercup that I just showed you that has all the bling, and that's on black and on white. So you really get it. Huh?
It's really gorgeous.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But so like I said, you could mist them over your whole piece if you wanted to, which is really pretty. You can stamp with it. You can stencil with it. I could take that same fluid, pick up with my blending tool, and then stencil through it, and I would have a stencil pattern instead of a stamp pattern. So it's really, really cool stuff.
Thank you.
You are welcome.